Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Hey guys, I'm the Wise One, and in this video we are going to take a look at the best moments of the first game between KT Rolster and LNG Esports. For the round 4 of Swiss stage, let's get started.
Aiming is having an okay game, and even if he
flash, knock up, knock back, Cuz is here for the twisted advance, and Hung has been hanged out to dry by KT.
Well, there you go. That's all Lahens.
Flash, in front of Lahens! He stood still!
I am dead sure being able to get his one directly, plus the CS lead, plus the turret plate. But mid lane,
Cuz flashes forward, twisted advance, Pop Blossom, but Pop goes the Nico as KT strike again.
And now, even with Herald going over to KT, the first turret bot actually goes to the LNG, and they're trying to strike back.
Guitar charges in, the tower doesn't quite fall as Tarzan goes in with the EQ flash. Chase continues, Zika looking for that counter-strike, still cleanse a flash available for aiming as the Hens acts as a bodyguard, counter TP. Behind them now as the twisted advance goes forward. KT looking for a little bit more, Tarzan flags and drags into the bush, but there's no escape for him. Only Zika, the Houdini of the Rift, can get away, but this time, shut down again today. 4 kills for KT as they get the tower. And the Pop Blossom from the Nico. KT, I think, just investing in the mid lane. Rift Herald at least coming down. Keen going to push out that wave as well, aiming on his way to join his teammates, his comrades in arms. He gets the ult down and it's stolen by Cuz. How on earth do you land that?
But this man at Smite fights is ice cold.
You still want Tarzan as your jungler in solo queue, Kobe? Because I'm feeling...
Would you?
They've got
force
pretty
a
good
summoner of aiming. That would be big.
Aiming, respecting it. Flame jumpers come down. Zika coming from one side. The counter strike flashed away. Aiming able to survive, and now Zika caught underneath the tower, tanking tower shots. But Daze is aiming. The super mega death rocket not enough, but he still gets the kill. Mid lane tower falls. White bite, you say, Chronic. Then LNG's here as the Baron has been begun. The TP behind as well. They're looking for that flank position as Scout could find all 5. Scout goes in, the Pop Blossom lands and down goes aiming. Meanwhile, Keen gonna bring Tarzan back into the fight. He's got the Renata bailout to try and bring him back to life, and that will do exactly what it's meant to do in a fight like this. The TP coming in from Zika as he looks to join the fray. KT trying to fight, but will they live another day? Cuz has a blast cone. I mean, maybe they're trying to pull KT into the fight as BDD looks for something. Dragon down, Hex flash in by Lahens, but they don't know that Scout is here. KT in arrears in terms of their map awareness as Keen is locked up with the Pop Blossom, and now BDD in the middle of LNG. He manages to survive. Scout doing everything he can to keep his team alive. Garlem on the backline, unable to approach as Scout will fall as well. 2 to KT alongside the Dragon.
KT get the Dragon! And Lahens getting both summoners off Gala. Let's see if they can punish him now.
So low already. Look at where Cuz is. That Baron might be gone before Cuz can even get in. And there's the hostile takeover coming out as well. The root being used for the Nature's Grasp, but Hung able to survive. And now KT on the back foot. Good knockback with the Pathmaker as Tarzan retreats to his team. But look at the Shurikens and look at Cuz's head. Health bar just get ripped to shreds. The Pop Blossom finds aiming as well, but he has that flash cleanse back up. The Cataclysm enough to find the kill as LNG advance. An unending march from LNG as KT can only stand and watch as their cow is mown down.
They can go for an end here, honestly. Oh, can they rush it? 25 seconds left on this Maokai. They're going to go for it, LNG.
Before the game, we said LNG were the best at jumping on their enemies' mistakes. It didn't even look like a mistake by KT, but LNG pounce once again.
And this is a blue side loss if KT are unable to hold on here. 10 seconds on the hands to 15, 14 on aiming.
I think they can hold. The first Nexus tower falls, but BDD does have the poke.
Well, trying to keep this Felios down is going to be sorted. Now LNG is going to be able to accelerate the gold, deny the soul with the Drake spawning in about 20 seconds.
Trade for this Dragon. They're just trying to usher up aiming, get as much money as they can possibly funnel.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Okay. Smart play by LNG to back away from it, make sure it couldn't be stolen. It was at 3k as well, so I don't think it would.
There's no AP damage as...
The Hens Hex splash in, they get onto Gala, but they don't have the follow-up right now. Aiming trying to put the damage down as Scout is going to join the fray. From the side, it's a 5! Man! Only the stopwatch stopped BDD from being ripped apart, but Gala will follow up with a shutdown onto the enemy mid. The chase continues here for LNG. Keen trying to get away the counter-strike, aiming able to flash away from it, but the counter-strike still finds. One Zika was looking for another leap strike there. You could feel he
gets this. LNG also should just move out of the way, and then they should be fine no matter what.
He's aiming.
They know it's going to get caught.
It's taken.
That play, though.
To the Jax.
G8 done now for Gala.
And the Aphelios. Hex Flash away from Lehens. He knows this tower is not long for the Rift. LNG now pushing in for their second inhibitor. The mid one has respawned. They can work their way across there. KT 5 members strong, trying to mount some sort of last bastion of defense. But the defense has been found wanting so far. LNG continue to push forward.
Yeah, they're not going to stop here. Baron buff, a full minute left, and Gala, he wants blood.
Can Keen hit confirm? He needs the Q3. He's building up towards it. Gala may be overstepping, but does still have the flash to cleanse. Zika takes a little bit of HP. There's a hit for confirm onto Gala, but can they put the damage down? Gala almost into his GA, but he survives with the redemption and with the hostile takeover. And you just can't kill Gala when he's in this sort of form. The super mega death rocket goes right, and now LNG already got 1 kill on the board. Keen down. The Nexus tower short to follow as LNG turn their eyes towards the Nexus. They don't even need to kill off KT. They've done it on the Rift already. LNG 1-0.
Well. Gala, deathless in that game. Well protected.
Hey guys, I'm the Wise One, and in this video we're going to take a look at the best moments of the second game between KT Rolster and LNG Esports for the round 4 of Swiss stage. Let's get started.
Keen spotted. Keen, where are you going to go? How do you slip your way out of this one? We saw the dancing shoes from Zika in game 1. Keen might just try and trade in the counter-strike, slice and dice away. The flash, follow from Zika, and it's a solo in the top lane.
Didn't even need the help.
Jungler bias, but
that's big. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He is unaware as he flashes away. The hook connects. The Riptide as well as Gala's being chased under the tower. And Gala is gonzo in the bottom lane.
And
It's Keen, all right. At least gets the interrupt here, but there we go. KT will grab it.
Yeah, really not much LNG can do with Zika being interrupted. They can't even make the TP play as the Hens is looking for something. The blast
so good.
Oh, that was absolutely gorgeous. A bloody beautiful play by KT as they get the cherry on top of their Drake.
Oh, I love him to the other side of the blast cone. Instantly taken down. Now they're turning it up. KT on the warpath.
As the Weaver's Wall knocked back by the Emperor's Divide, but Tarzan on the wrong side of the wall and on the wrong side of the Death Chamber.
And these are the type of
zone mobility, really pretty safe as far as mid laners go in the side lane, and Sivir always loves to plant herself really early on in mid lane here to be able to perma farm.
Ruthless Predator there, I think it's going to come down just afterwards. Dominus now used with the TP out from Scout. This is the Dragon sacrifice, but Keen unable to flash over the wall as Scout finds his mark. Tarzan and Gala force KT can work their way down towards the Dragon and a bot tier 1. Tier 1 in the bot lane.
They get some on the cross map, I think, is nice for KT. But LNG, as long as they keep making these plays that take away some of the tempo, they keep putting Keen behind, and Scout keeps getting accelerated. I still feel...
TP away. Now the control wall's gone, so my point is moot, but it helped for a little while, okay?
You also see that the... Cuz
able to dash away. Solar Flare on Cuz as well, still has the flash, but he's dashed into, he tries to flash the wall, but can't get away already. Tarzan's down. Cuz surviving the Radiant Virtue, keeping him. See how KT were about it. They started up the Dragon, they're like, okay, Lehens, make sure you are marking this Baron, make sure no one can take it away from us.
It's also last time, I think it was aiming that was helping.
Immediately has to come over and cover the rest of the team.
Seismic shove back, Hung pops the stopwatch, but is he just gonna be burst down immediately afterwards? The answer's yes! As KT once again find a pick. Lehens has depth charge as well. Do you go Gala? Do you go Scout? What are your options? Control board now in, spots Lehens, the Pixel Bush. As KT continue to do the Baron. Tarzan trying to get in, but he's depth charged up. The Baron down to 1,000. The smite comes out from Cuz, and now Zika on the front line. Keen looking for the engage from the side. BDD going in as well with the Weaver's Wall, and it funnels LNG into a choke point, but the blast cone helps them out for a second. Aiming, looking for that killer instinct, can't quite find it. Cuz gets the knock up onto Zika, but the counter-strike comes out. Gala trying to open up, but he's separated from the rest of LNG.
Hung
now he rejoins them. Hung has joined the fray, but Gala has been sent packing back to the bouncing. The Emperor's Divide comes out, but the killer instinct in by aiming. Counter-strike cleanse, and aiming continues to dash and to dance and to weave his way around. LNG and Chronicler be damned. I'm damn well.
Livers again. He is into the back line, ripping them to shreds, and KT are not.
They're gonna lose an incredible amount of their structures. This is the break that KT was waiting for. The timer about to run out, but it's one pick Unhung that starts it all off to catch out Gala now. 5K Red Bull Baron power play coming through here. Skeen's trying again.
TP behind here. Keen's going to force Zika down towards the bottom side. BDD has the Weaver's Wall, but do they know that this TP's come in? They do, but Scout already running in the opposite direction. Zika falls. KT 10-2 and a 9,000 gold lead.
But at the same time, from this point, we've seen KT in the LCK be able to consistently close out games. And I want to highlight again, visually as a player, even though I think the mastery is very good, it also just works so well with the way that KT like to play team fights.
To put the screws on LNG. Now they bring BDD over, start up the Baron. They've got Sedge ult ready, Nautilus ult ready.
I feel this is for a Zika TP. They can look for more if they want. The Baron already down to 5,000. Zika not TPing in, and Keen has a good flank position, dashes away as the Baron falls low, and Cuz secures it. KT ring around the root, and
it's not that hard. I take it back.
Not quite as powerful as a Nature's Grasp, the Maokai ultimate there, but pushing the team back. Inhibitor tower in the mid lane, though falling low in the mid lane. Down to a third HP, should be taken by KT. The wave in the top lane pushed in by Keen. Wave in the bot lane not being played on at all. Only 2 lanes the priority here for KT. I like this positioning as well, just gives you that little bit of extra impetus, just making sure LNG can't get close enough to their tower. Lehens goes in, the depth charge out, but Gala's low already. Gala almost falling, the killer instinct in by aiming, and he dodges away from Scout. Emperor's Divide, not enough, because aiming is aiming for gold with his stopwatch. A double for BDD. Zika, the last man standing, and he'll do his Houdini impression once again. But there's no way out of these handcuffs for LNG as they are being locked into Game 3.
Oh, and as sweet as aiming Skysa is getting all these kills, man, BDD Talia here, so much work in this game. That one, of course, you get the setup from Lehens with the Nautilus, locking them in place. Huge backline damage. They take.
Hey guys, I'm the Wise One, and in this video, we are going to take a look at the best moments of the third game between KT Rolster and LNG Esports for the round 4 of Swiss stage. Let's get started.
Back because it's a cannon wave, and that's exactly when KT would go back. Hung, locked up. Looking for the Q, knock up here, flash Q, great play there by Lehens. Hung's ticking down, and the E from Cuz finds the kill. The bolt broken open.
Take Dragons early on, but I like the response as well from Hung, knowing that Lehens is towards the mid lane. Do note, Tarzan is level 6, but just a little bit too late.
And
go into the enemy jungle, place a couple of wards, and then the enemy support resets, pushes through their own jungle, clears out as many wards as they can as Gala falls low. The root coming out, the Moonlight Vigil. Gala has the heal, manages to escape. Cease and desist, they want to stop Gala. And once again, excessive force used by Cuz to take the kill.
Once again,
Action, but if you try to flip that,
they're going to fight it.
That's why they're saving the call of the Forge God as well. Kin now in a good position to flank Emperor's Divide onto Scout, the knock up against the wall, and everything's coming up KT. Scout tries to get away, but the Ram rams him into an early grave. Zika joins the Brave in a 2v1. He's trying to fight against BDD. The slice, the dice, the dominus, not enough. Zika can't find his man. Tarzan flashes through it, but even he can't get onto BDD.
And also trying to flash to finish BDD, but doesn't quite have the range. Your Q extends your auto attack a little bit, but just on.
Oh! Tarzan steals away the Drake, and now the fight begins as Cuz is low. The quickness coming out of Gala diving in. Cuz already down to 200 HP. The season assist does get the knock up, but already Cuz has fallen. BDD now chased out, and no escape for him this time. LNG have just flipped this game on its head.
Tactical
I do agree with, 100%. I do agree with you as well, though, Chronicler. I think if KT can just play a front to back, they do have the tools to do so, but the Shockwave lands still on Keen as the flash is invested, and Keen will pay for his hubris of pushing out the lane with his life.
And the big thing there is that you saw...
Does Gala respect it?
TP.
He does. TP behind now as LNG look to up the tempo of the game. The Dominus popped as aiming is going to meet the base of Zika here. Lehens trying to do everything he can to disengage for his AD carry. Flash, Ruthless Predator. The cleanse away by aiming. Lehens already down, aiming with the Severum. Doesn't even tickle Zika. Those scales stopping him from taking too much damage. Now TPing in mid. The Rift Herald still charging up that bottom lane, and LNG continue to advance. The charge away from Keen stopped, unstoppable, but not for much longer as LNG advance.
Gray screen into teleport into gray screen.
Barney in the river. as KT will start the Dragon, but LNG have eyes on a much larger prize. The Baron already down to 7,000 HP, and once again LNG have played ring around the rosies. KT trying to get in here, the call of the Forge God will be brought down, but those prayers unanswered for KT as LNG steal away the big purple worm. The engage now following. KT, Shockwave will shock them all and silence the crowd here in Seoul. Lehen sacrifices himself, but it's just not enough for KT. BDD tries to escape, but God will not have it. LNG sweep
down.
And this is a throwback for me to game number 1 where KT just aren't ready for the LNG call, right? They're like, hey, this is a second.
Their way is 5 towards mid.
They get there first. Zika goes for the stun. Tower dive!
The charm, the quickness. Tarzan going in as well with the call of the Forge God. Scout able to flash away from it in time. BDD already down for the double kill, and now it's all on aiming. But purple and red are not the guns you want to see if you're a KT fan right now. Lehen's looking for the flank double. Recall coming out, but the TP immediately invested by LNG. By Scout to re-engage the fight. Could this just be it?
I think that's going to be it. I think LNG are going to make their way towards quarterfinals here.
Aiming gets the white guns with the shut down, the Shockwave. Aiming with a moment to pop a stopwatch to think about what's happened. But LNG do not give him a moment to breathe. It has been breakneck as LNG have broken the backs of KT and make their way to the quarterfinals.
LNG, what a beast of a team. They